what it is. This is what we do, and the students love it, and it makes their path and their journey upon graduating invaluable.
Helping incarcerated students find their voice and reach their dreams, Cal Lutheran University is working with the Inside Out Prison Exchange Program. It helps those inmates make outside connections, and they're encouraged to really continue their education. Joining me now is Professor Schannae Lucas, who is coordinator of the program at Cal Lutheran, and Carmen Martinez, a 2025 graduate who also helped the student inmates, and you actually took one of these classes as well.
Yeah.
So for folks that don't know about this, because this is a relatively new program that you actually started at Cal Lutheran, so it's called Inside Out because you've got students from Cal Lutheran taking classes with the inmates.
Yes, absolutely.
Tell us more about the program.
So just in general, Inside Out believes that education takes place through transformative opportunities. And this is one of those opportunities where we have traditional COU students taking courses with incarcerated students. And those courses could either be taken at a prison, a jail, a day reporting center, or a juvenile facility. So this is that unique opportunity where we see engagement, interaction, conversation, in which we begin to challenge one another in the spaces to think about what the world looks like differently. And then what we often see is that when students on the outside begin to make that transition, they begin to think about their career very differently. And on the inside, those students begin to think about, what does re-entry look like? How can I begin to maybe take college courses or make a different change that I had made before? So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and Carmen, you actually took a class that was inside a facility with inmates. Tell us what that was like.
So the first time I took the class was at a day reporting center, and then I got the opportunity to work with Dr. Lucas as the program assistant and work inside the juvenile facility. Truly, it was amazing. It was such an eye-opener to work with these young individuals. You get to hear these stories, because in a traditional classroom, we learn about all these criminological theories on why people commit crimes, but learning from them and actually hearing their life experiences allows you to get a better understanding and really learn firsthand what goes on inside a facility that you just don't learn in a traditional classroom in a textbook.
But it had to be a little intimidating at first to be in there.
At first it is nerve-wracking. You're like, oh, what's gonna happen? And then once you're actually there and you meet them and you get to learn about them, you don't really notice any difference. Like, especially the young men that we worked with, they're all around the same ages as we are. So connecting with them, and we bonded with them, and it was truly amazing because we don't see them any differently. We just look at them as people, and we're just all taking a class and we're all just learning from each other.
And Shoshana, I mean, you were really instrumental in getting this started. Why was it so important to you to do this and get the program going?
Yeah, so I was at a conference and I saw a panel, and I was pulled to it because this panel, students were talking about how they took this class and it was transformative. And as an educator, we don't hear that from our students, right? So I was like, what is this class? And at the very end, the student stood up and said, I am a formerly incarcerated student. I'm currently a student at the university. And I was like, how does this happen? And I knew I had to take it to my university. And my university is really big on experiential learning and service learning, but and this is an immersion course that fits really well with what Cal Lutheran does. So my goal was to allow our students to see the world differently. We're going to be preparing practitioners to come out, and the university was very supportive of it. So, and
there was a big graduation that is happening, or just happened?
It just happened.
Okay.
So all the students, we have 20 students that presented presentations, service learning projects, and the beautiful thing is, for insiders in particular, it was the first time many of them had ever done public speaking, and they did amazing. But it was, we prepared a service project and we presented it to stakeholders to see if we could basically implement these ideas within different organizations in the community.
And did you really notice a change in the students, both the inside and outside students?
Yeah. I mean, I think we talk about the first day the students come to the class, there's always hesitation. And then that at the end of the class, students are ready to engage. And over the semester, in particular, the outside students were ready to embrace the inside students, and inside students were ready to just talk. The last class, they couldn't stop talking. So absolutely. And they think about, now I can go to college. In this class, I feel like my voice has been heard where in a way it had not. And then their parents are very proud of them. So many students said, I had never done public speaking, but now I've spoken in front of 100 stakeholders in the community, and I can do this now. So now their idea is, upon release, I'm going to continue and pursue a degree. I'm going to continue and have the confidence to do something different. So I've absolutely seen change every single semester I teach this course.
Yeah, and did you feel somewhat like a role model, Carmen, to these students that were, you know, inside?
Most definitely. Going into the first class, like Dr. Lucas had said, it's very like, you can see the tension, you can see how everyone's like a little shy and a little like closed off at first to opening up and talking, but by like the third week, like everyone's like engaged and everyone's like listening to each other's stories, and we all see how similar we grew up and how we're all just kind of bonded through this experience that no one else would be able to understand besides us. And seeing the growth from the first class to the closing ceremony, like some students, they refused to talk at first. They were so shy, and then getting up on stage, they were able to talk, present their programs, and it was just amazing to see the growth that everyone in the class made, not only the inside students, but as well as the outside students.
I would imagine by the end of the class, there's almost like no dividing line between the two
No,
groups.
we don't look at each other any differently. We're all just friends, all just taking a class to learn and benefit from each other.
I love
And
that.
I would say if you had a chance to see the presentations, you would know the difference of who was an insider and outsider. We had worked through that process of just really what it looks like to present, talk about theories, concepts, and frameworks, and how to see change. So there was really no difference in presenting. They all did amazing jobs.
And will this continue?
Oh,
More classes
absolutely.
like
Yes,
this?
absolutely. So we have amazing partners. We have juvenile facilities in Oxnard who were support reentry, realize that one of the things, the population that we're working with is 18 to 25-year-old individuals who are serious violent offenders, and they are going to be released at the age of 25. So JF, which is juvenile facilities, and Cal Lutheran University really believe that there's a way to kind of see what reentry looks like differently. Our university is 100% aboard with. We have 4 classes right now prepared in different disciplines, so psychology, race and ethnic studies, criminology, and philosophy. So we're going to continue with teaching courses, inside-out courses at JF, and they're ready to go, and our university is 100% aboard. So.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Lucas and Carmen. We appreciate you both coming, and good luck with the success of the program. All right, you can find more information about the Inside Out Prison Exchange Program at Cal Lutheran by just going to our website, kcalnews.com, and clicking Seen on TV.